Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Watch my video and subscribe my channel. Thomas plays hero for Hope's fashion line, brings risky temptation? The bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that Thomas Forrester may play the hero for Hope Logan's fashion line. Will a revival bring risky temptation for these former flames? Thomas will be making his on-screen comeback in early September, so it'll be interesting to see how B&B chooses to use him. There's a chance Thomas's return could work out well for Hope for the future if he agrees to help Hope revive it. Steffi Forrester isn't on canvas to keep Hope's line dormant, so maybe this could be Hope's opportunity to breathe new life into it. Carter Walton may help Hope when it comes to convincing Ridge Forrester this is the right call. Although Hope for the future struggled without Thomas as its lead designer, it could get an amazing fresh start if he steps back into that role. Thomas might agree to come home and help Hope make a huge splash with another Hope for the Future collection. Hope was grateful to get rehired at Forrester Creations, but things haven't been the same without her beloved line. Since Hope for the Future is her baby, Hope will never truly be happy without it. Despite the awkwardness of seeing Thomas again and potentially working with him, Hope may think it'll be worth it if her line gets a new beginning. Thomas may decide to put any discomfort aside too if he feels this is what's best for the company. Part of Thomas will always care about Hope and want her to succeed, so he may admit that once his comeback happens. Naturally, there's the potential for Hope and Thomas to mix business with pleasure if they team up once more. Hope is engaged to Carter, but that may not stop her from feeling tempted by Thomas once he's around. Whether Thomas is still engaged to Paris Buckingham or not, there'll surely be some lingering Hope attraction on his end as well. Hope was previously Thomas's obsession, so there's no way he'll be able to ignore her beauty if they're interacting regularly. Some flying sparks could erupt and pull these exes closer, so Daphne Rose might use Thomas and Hope's temptation to her advantage. If Hope is busy lusting after Thomas, that could make it easier for Daphne to win Carter over. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope and Thomas could get thrown into an intriguing storyline together. Liam's Hope reunion will hide other woman from Elektra. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, August 25th, reveal that Liam Spencer will make a Hope Logan reunion decision while Spencer hides his other woman secret from Elektra Forrester. First on Monday's B&B episode, Will's going to remain in freak-out mode now that he realizes Elektra didn't come back last night. Although Will doesn't know who he ended up in bed with, he realizes it was someone else and is clearly horrified over that news. Of course, Will won't want to hurt Elektra, so he'll cover up what happened. Elektra is looking forward to having a magical first time with Will, so he may insist that sounds great and bury the mysterious encounter he just had. Since Will thinks Luna Nozawa is gone for good, she obviously isn't on his radar as a bedroom option. Lainey was flirty with Will at the party, so he might start to suspect her instead. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer will give Liam some romantic advice. Once Bill helps Liam nail down the path he truly desires, Liam will realize he wants Hope back. After everything Liam's been through, Bill should support the idea of his son fixing his romance with Hope and putting his family back together. While Liam settles on a Hope reunion goal, Carter Walton will have other plans. B&B spoilers say Carter will make a pitch to Hope, which could involve eloping since he's eager to make her his wife ASAP. Ridge Forrester will come along and interrupt Carter's conversation with Hope, so that'll lead to Ridge voicing doubts about this imminent marriage. It turns out Ridge will speak with Carter privately and perhaps urge him to pump the brakes, but Carter will remain convinced that Hope is his future. Carter sometimes has a fickle heart, but he'll try to tell himself he's ready for this big commitment. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Carter could make some updates to his perspective in the coming episodes, especially if he finds out about Liam wanting to reunite with Hope. Will Bridget Forrester break free from simple, hospital-only storylines? Bold and beautiful, will Bridget Forrester finally get the storyline she deserves? TLDR, Ashley Jones's Emmy-nominated return as Bridget Forrester has B&B fans demanding a permanent storyline, with 44 plus upvotes on Reddit posts calling for her to break free from hospital boundaries and finally get a romance that doesn't involve her mother Brooke. Oh, my God. The Bridget Forrester revolution is here, and I am living for it. After years of being relegated to random medical emergencies and watching her mother steal every man she's ever loved, the fans are done being quiet about this Emmy-nominated powerhouse being wasted. Is Ashley Jones coming back full-time to B&B? Ashley Jones is currently recurring on Bold and Beautiful, but fans are demanding she return to contract status after her 2024 Daytime Emmy nomination. And can we talk about how the actress herself is absolutely thrilled to be back? This isn't some obligatory guest appearance situation. Ashley literally said Bridget is too cool a character to come back and just sit in the background. She doesn't want to show up for weddings and funerals anymore. She wants meat. She wants drama. She wants what we all want for this character, who's been done so dirty for so long. Why are fans so passionate about Bridget's return? Yes, fans are incredibly passionate about Bridget Forrester's return, with Reddit posts getting 44 upvotes and comments calling it long overdue for her to be a regular again. The stats don't lie, people. That original Reddit post asking for Bridget to stay? 21 upvotes versus 7 downvotes. That's a landslide in favor of keeping our girl front and center. Another post titled, Bridget Forrester is back, hit 44 upvotes with fans practically screaming for a full-time return. You know what really gets me? The comments. She is a talented actress who carried several major stories. Bring her back and really utilize her. These aren't casual viewers. These are diehard fans who remember when Bridget was actually given storylines worthy of her character's legacy. Could Bridget and Finn be B&B's next super couple? Fans are absolutely shipping Dr. Bridget Forrester and Dr. John Finnegan after their chemistry during Eric's surgery scenes. I loved their chemistry when they were operating on Eric, one fan gushed, and honestly, same. 6 upvotes on that Finn pairing suggestion alone. This isn't just wishful thinking. Viewers are seeing real potential here. And let's be honest, a romance that doesn't involve Brooke Logan somehow swooping in? Revolutionary. What's Bridget's most tragic history on B&B? Bridget's romantic history is defined by her mother Brooke repeatedly stealing her partners, including Deacon Sharp, who fathered Hope Logan with Brooke while married to Bridget. I can't even type this without getting angry all over again. Deacon sleeping with Brooke while married to Bridget? Bridget Forrester? Could this mean Bridget finally breaks free from the hospital walls and gets a storyline that doesn't revolve around patching up everyone else's drama? Don't be surprised if the Emmy nomination gives producers the push they need to bring Ashley Jones back permanently. Given Bridget's unique position as Eric Forrester's biological daughter and Brooke's daughter, she could be the one to finally unite the Forrester-Logan feud. Fans are literally saying she could put them in their place as the true heir to both families. If I know these writers, they're sitting on a gold mine. Nick Marone returning? Instead of making Bridget watch him chase Brooke again, this could be her moment to say, you know what? I deserve better. Enter Dr. Finn, stage left. Quick answers for B&B fans question, why did Ashley Jones leave her contract role in 2011? A. She requested to be released to pursue other projects, but has returned for multiple guest stints since then. Question, what roles has Bridget been reduced to lately? A. Mostly medical emergencies at the hospital, which fans find frustrating given her character's rich history. Question, is there real chemistry between Bridget and Finn? A. Yes. Fans went crazy over their scenes during Eric's surgery, calling it refreshing and exciting. Look, I've been watching this show since Bridget was born on screen in 1992, and I'm telling you, this character deserves everything. She's been through paternity scandals, inappropriate romance with said not dad, and watched her mother destroy every relationship she's ever had. 21 upvotes versus 7 downvotes on that Reddit post? That's the fan base speaking loud and clear. Bradley Bell, if you're listening, the time is now. Ashley Jones has the Emmy nomination. She has the talent. She has the fan support. Thomas Forrester's imminent return to Los Angeles in early September promises a whirlwind of opportunities and dangerous temptations, particularly with Hope Logan's hope for the future fashion line languishing without its original creative force. And as whispers circulate among Forrester Creations insiders and fans alike speculate on whether Thomas will step in as the line savior or inadvertently reignite old flames that should have remained extinguished, especially given that Steffi Forrester's absence from the canvas leaves a rare opening for Hope to breathe new life into her once iconic label, and that Hope, ever passionate about her designs and determined to reclaim her sense of purpose, finds herself torn between professional ambition and the magnetic pull she once felt for Thomas, a man whose complex history with her includes moments of intense attraction, obsession, and heartbreak. And as Carter Walton eyes the opportunity to help Hope convince Ridge Forrester that reviving the line is the right decision, the tension between business pragmatism and lingering desire becomes increasingly combustible, for Thomas may agree to assist Hope not only out of lingering care for her success, but also because the part of him that has always coveted her attention refuses to remain dormant while she flourishes under anyone else's guidance. And the sparks that inevitably fly when their professional collaboration begins threaten to destabilize not just Hope's engagement to Carter, whose own heart remains ardent for her, but also the delicate social dynamics around them, particularly as Daphne Rose lurks in the wings, poised to exploit any signs of temptation between ex-lovers to her advantage, possibly to sway Carter in her direction while Hope's attention is momentarily captured. And meanwhile, Liam Spencer navigates his own path back to Hope, guided by the unexpected counsel of Bill Spencer, who offers wisdom on pursuing true desire, causing Liam to confront his own feelings and make the life-altering choice to attempt a reunion with Hope, further complicating the romantic landscape. And in the midst of all this, Will Spencer is caught in a personal crisis of secrecy and shame, realizing after a night of blurred decisions that he has spent time with someone other than Electra Forrester and now must carefully conceal this from her, all the while sorting through the fog of memory and suspicion about whether it was Luna Nozawa, Lainey, or another mysterious presence, and Electra, excited for what she believes will be a romantic milestone with Will, remains blissfully unaware of the clandestine events that occurred, setting the stage for emotional explosions when truth inevitably surfaces. And as this web of desire, ambition, and secrecy unfurls, Bridget Forrester, portrayed by Ashley Jones, stands on the precipice of reclaiming her narrative from the restrictive confines of hospital-centric storylines, fans fervently advocating for her return to contract status following her Emmy nomination, demanding that Bridget, long relegated to background medical emergencies and sidelined as her mother Brooke Logan continually commandeered every man she ever loved, finally receive the rich, layered storylines her character deserves, with the added tantalizing possibility of a romance with Dr. John Finnegan that doesn't involve maternal interference, offering Bridget both professional and personal liberation. And as her chemistry with Finn captivates viewers during intense moments, such as Eric Forrester's surgery scenes, the audience senses the potential for a new super couple to emerge, and with the history of heartbreak, betrayal, and parental manipulation that has defined Bridget's journey. From Deacon Sharp's shocking affair with Brooke while married to her, creating Hope Logan, to Nick Marone's recurring duplicity and infatuation with Brooke over Bridget. There is a dramatic appetite for her character to assert independence and finally take control of her destiny, navigating the fraught waters of love, career, and family politics, while Hope and Thomas's partnership simultaneously threatens to blur professional lines with lingering romantic tension. Carter's eagerness to propose contrasts with Ridge's cautious interjections, and Liam's emotional reckoning sets the stage for high-stakes romantic and corporate drama across Los Angeles, with Forrester Creations as the epicenter where ambition, attraction, and legacy collide, all while Will's secret lingers as a ticking time bomb that could shatter friendships and relationships. And as each character maneuvers through the intricate lattice of personal and professional obligations, the potential for explosive confrontations, reconciliations, and betrayals looms ever present, promising a season of bold and the beautiful filled with intrigue, passion, moral dilemmas, and emotional catharsis, where the revival of hope for the future under Thomas's guidance becomes a crucible for testing loyalties, boundaries, and desires. Bridget's quest for autonomy gains momentum as fan fervor and narrative necessity demand she rise to the forefront. Liam's pursuit of hope injects urgency into romantic entanglements. Will's concealment of his indiscretions threatens to unravel his relationships with Electra and others, and the subtle manipulations of characters like Daphne Rose remind viewers that in a world where love, power, and legacy intersect, no heart is truly safe, no ambition unchallenged, and no reunion without risk. As the canvas of Los Angeles prepares to showcase the collision of past passions, present schemes, and future possibilities in a story that intertwines fashion, romance, family loyalty, professional ambition, and the timeless question of whether true love can survive temptation, circumstance, and the magnetic pull of unresolved history, leaving fans on tenterhooks as they await every revelation, betrayal, reconciliation, and triumph that will define this moment in Forrester and Logan family history, ultimately illustrating that in the world of the bold and the beautiful, the intertwining of personal desire, corporate maneuvering, and the relentless pursuit of happiness and legacy ensures that every choice carries weight, every encounter is fraught with potential, and every character must confront the consequences of their heart, mind, and ambition, setting the stage for a breathtakingly complex season where Thomas's return as hope for the future savior and possible tempter, Bridget's resurgence, Liam and Will's romantic quandaries, and Hope's steadfast drive to reclaim her fashion empire converge into an unforgettable, intricately woven narrative tapestry that keeps audiences riveted from every angle. And as the story unfolds, the potential for shocking twists, clandestine alliances, and unexpected declarations of love guarantees that each episode will challenge assumptions, ignite passions, and redefine the limits of loyalty, desire, and ambition in the interconnected lives of Los Angeles' most influential families, culminating in a breathtaking interplay of emotion, strategy, temptation, and triumph that cements this arc as one of the most intricate, scandalous, and emotionally charged chapters in the saga of the bold and the beautiful, leaving viewers breathless, hearts racing, and minds endlessly speculating about what will come next, as every character's past, present, and future collide in a dazzling display of storytelling that is at once relentless, heart-wrenching, provocative, and utterly unforgettable. As Thomas Forrester steps off the plane at LAX, his return is marked not by the quiet reflection he had hoped for, but by a torrent of whispers already circulating through Forrester Creations corridors, whispers that speak of revival, redemption, and risky temptation. For the very moment his name appears on Ridge Forrester's phone, Hope Logan feels a flicker in her chest she hasn't allowed herself to feel in months, a strange blend of relief at the potential salvation of her beloved hoped for, the future line, and the trepidation of reopening a door she swore she had shut, the door to a man whose artistry was as brilliant as his obsession was dangerous. And yet the silence of the Forrester ateliers without his sketches has been deafening, the mannequins standing like ghosts of the past season, waiting to be draped in meaning once more, while Carter Walton, ever the peacemaker and lover of grand gestures, sees this as a tactical victory, a way to fortify Hope's career while simultaneously binding her to him with a promise of forever that he wants to seal before the autumn leaves fall over Beverly Hills. Yet the shadow of Liam Spencer's reawakening heart complicates the equation, as Bill Spencer, in a rare moment of paternal clarity, counsels his son to fight for the family he lost, reminding him of the nights spent alone, the regrets that stack like unpaid invoices in the mind of a man who has loved and lost too many times. And as Liam makes a quiet vow to win Hope back, he senses the encroaching danger of Thomas's charm and presence. A man once vilified, then redeemed, then banished, now returned like a storm that promises both rain for the crops and lightning for the dry hills, ready to ignite what has long lain dormant. And in the periphery of this brewing tempest, while Spencer nurses a secret that grows heavier by the hour, replaying the fragments of that fateful night at Il Giardino, the laughter, the haze, the unsteady steps to a room that smelled faintly of Luna. Nozawa's perfume, though he dares not name her in his own mind, for the implication would be too catastrophic, too explosive to even whisper. especially to Electra Forrester, who dreams of purity in their first real night together, the kind of moment she has told her friends about, the one she imagines telling her children about if they ever come to be, and yet here he stands, a young man aging years in a single sleepless night, lying to her with soft promises while hiding a sin that may yet find its way to light, especially with Lainey lingering, flirting, laughing, dropping hints that may or may not be red herrings in this unfolding puzzle. And above all this, Bridget Forrester, who has walked these halls since childhood and borne the weight of her mother Brooke's legacy like an anchor and a banner, emerges once more into the sunlight of possibility. Fans clamoring on forums and social media for her to break free from the sterile glow of hospital fluorescence and reclaim her place in the tangled tapestry of Forrester love and war, their posts upvoted, their hashtags sharp as knives, their cries echoing into the writer's room like prayers or threats. And in their fervor a new pairing is born, Bridget and Finn, the cool precision of two surgeons in the same operating theater becoming something warmer, something almost electric.